Welcome to Biblical Prosperity. The Bible isn't just a spiritual guide, it is a masterclass in financial wisdom, filled with guidance on how to live a life of abundance, freedom, and blessings. We are going to unlock powerful truths from His Word. These powerful truths will revolutionize the way you think about money, how you handle your finances, and allow you to step into the fullness of what God has for you. And nothing lays it out more clearly than the scriptures from the Bible. And that is what we are diving into today. In a world obsessed with quick cash and shortcuts to success, the scriptures points us to principles that last. If you want to learn how to build wealth without losing your spiritual connection with God, this message is for you. These are not tricks, they are truths. Time-tested, God-inspired, and eternally effective. In this video, you'll discover 10 powerful money principles from Proverbs in the Bible, each one practical, timeless, and inspired by God. From diligence and discipline to generosity and God-honoring stewardship, these truths reveal God's blueprint for sustainable success. When applied, they not only build financial stability but also spiritual maturity. Let's walk through them, one principle at a time. Principle number 1. Diligence over laziness. Lazy hands make for poverty, but diligent hands bring wealth. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 4. This verse pulls no punches. God honors hard work, not wishful thinking. Dreams without discipline drift into disappointment. Whether you're building a business, leading a home, or stewarding your time, your diligence becomes your divine leverage. Diligence doesn't mean perfection, it means perseverance. It's showing up when you don't feel like it. It's being consistent when no one is watching. When you sow consistency, you reap increase. As Galatians chapter 6 verse 9 reminds us, let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up. Principle number 2. Wise planning is key. Proverbs chapter 21 verse 5 states, the plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance. God is a God of order, not chaos. The universe itself reflects divine planning. Your finances should too. Financial success isn't about luck, it's about preparation. Budgeting is spiritual. Goal setting is an act of faith. Jesus even taught this in Luke chapter 14 verse 28. Suppose one of you wants to build a tower, won't you first sit down and estimate the cost? Faith doesn't exclude planning. Faith includes planning with God in the center. Make a plan, pray over it, and work it with wisdom. Principle number 3. Avoid get-rich-quick schemes. Wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little will increase it. That's Proverbs chapter 13, verse 11. You know, slow and steady wins the race and earns God's favor. Quick money often comes with long-term consequences. From pyramid schemes to gambling traps, the world sells shortcuts, but God invites stewardship. Think Joseph in Genesis. He stored up resources year by year, preparing for famine. That's the biblical model. In Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 2, we are told to diversify. Invest in 7 ventures, or even 8. You do not know what disaster may come. True wealth is built patiently, prayerfully, and with purpose. The 4th principle is seek wisdom before wealth. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 16 states, how much better to get wisdom than gold, to get insight rather than silver. In today's culture, gold is glorified, but God says wisdom is more valuable. Why? Well, because wisdom protects, directs, and multiplies what you already have. Solomon didn't ask God for wealth, he asked for wisdom, and God gave him both. James chapter 1, verse 5 encourages us, if any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, and it will be given to him. When you seek insight over income, you'll eventually walk in both. Build your financial life on wisdom, and it will stand the storms. Principle number 5. Generosity leads to blessings. A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. Proverbs chapter 11, verse 25. You know the world says, take more. God says, give more. Generosity unlocks blessings. When you give, you position yourself to receive. Luke chapter 6, verse 38 echoes this promise. Give, and it will be given to you, a good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. God's economy runs on giving, not hoarding, and honestly, the greatest giver is God himself. When you give out of obedience and joy, you mirror the heart of your Father. Whether it's your tithe, time, or talents, open hands attract heaven's flow. Now, principle number 6, let's talk about avoiding debt and co-signing. Proverbs chapter 22, verse 26 to 27 says, "Be not one of those who give pledges. If you have nothing with which to pay, why should your bed be taken from under you? Debt can rob you of peace and sleep in freedom." And Proverbs warns us, don't co-sign, don't entangle yourself with obligations you can't control. Romans chapter 13, verse 8 is clear. "Let no debt remain outstanding, except the continuing debt to love one another. Debt places you in financial bondage, but God wants his people free to serve, give, and go where he calls." Before you borrow or co-sign, pray, plan, and discern. Don't sacrifice your future for someone else's poor decisions. Principle number 7. Watch your words in business. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 19 says, "When words are many, sin is not absent, but he who holds his tongue is wise." Even in business, our words carry weight. Overpromising, misleading clients, or exaggerating results may seem like strategy, but it dishonors God. Proverbs teaches that fewer truthful words lead to trust and integrity. Let your yes be yes. Colossians chapter 3, verse 23 reminds us, "Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord." Build your business on character and your success will be sustained. Principle number 8. Beware of bribes and dishonest gain. Proverbs chapter 15, verse 27 states, "The greedy bring ruin to their households, but the one who hates bribes will live." Financial shortcuts, shady deals, and unethical partnerships might bring a quick profit, but at what cost? Proverbs warns us that greed ruins households. A clean conscience is more valuable than a padded account. 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10 warns us, "The love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. Choose integrity even when it's costly." God can redeem an honest loss faster than a dishonest gain. Principle number 9. Save for the future, just like it says in Proverbs chapter 6, verse 6 to 8. "Go to the ant, you sluggard, consider its ways and be wise. It has no commander, no overseer or ruler, yet it stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food at harvest." Saving is not fear, it's wisdom. The ant prepares, it doesn't wait for crisis to act. Too often we spend impulsively, then pray for miracles when we lack margin. God's plan includes preparation. Proverbs teaches us to store, save, and be wise stewards of what we have now so we're not shaken later. Let saving be part of your worship, showing trust in his provision and planning. And now principle number 10, and undoubtedly the most important money principle. Honor God. 1 Proverbs chapter 10, verse 19 states, "Honor the Lord with your wealth, with the first fruits of all your crops." God does not need your money, but he deserves your honor. Giving your first, not your leftovers, is a declaration that God comes first in all things. Malachi chapter 3, verse 10 boldly says, "Bring the whole tithe and see if I will not throw open the floodgates of heaven." It's not about legalism, it's about loyalty. When you honor God with your finances, he honors you with favor. Make generosity a habit, not a reaction. True wealth begins with surrender. Which of these proverbs hit home for you today? Drop your favorite in the comments. If you're committed to managing your money God's way, hit that like button and subscribe for more videos like this. Wealth is a tool, not a trophy. It's not about how much you have, it's about how well you steward it. Walk in wisdom, sow in faith, and let God build what lasts. This is Biblical Prosperity, the YouTube channel where faith and finance align. Until next time, keep honoring God with everything he's placed in your hands.